Hi, my name's Glenn Hasselman and I'm the creator of the BAS Off accounting software, and I'm just making this video to show the users how to install BAS Off. I'll be making a series of videos and this is the first one, just how to get it installed. Now BAS Off is a cloud accounting software, meaning that the data is stored on our servers, and what you're actually installing is a client that accesses client software that accesses the our servers. So that is a Java software, so you need to have Java installed. Now just on that, Oracle is has been the sort of source of Java for a long time, but Java's sort of become an open source project now, so Oracle has said they're no longer providing free licenses to Java for commercial use. So this is no big deal because we can just get it from one of the other people who are providing open source versions of it. So I checked out a few and I found this installer seems to be working pretty well. So I'd recommend using these guys. It's at they're called BAS Off. The website is bell-sw.com. And I'll put a link in the description to this video. Now, if you when you go there, download JDK 8. Okay, so it's there's later versions, but I'm still using 8. And there's, I guess this video is mainly for people on Microsoft Windows. I'll do a separate video for Linux and Mac at some point. So there's two versions, which are version 8, and that is the JDK version, which is 128 megabytes. You don't need that. There's a JRE version, which is the Java Runtime Environment, and that's 67 megabytes. And you can just download that and install it on your computer. So I've already downloaded it, so and that is this file here, so I'll just show you how to install it. Alright, I think I've already done a test install here, but I'll just remove it. Okay, so I've removed it. Now I'll actually install it. Okay, just go for the default location. And that's it. So we've installed Java. Now you might sort of think you already have Java installed, and that's fine. You can use what you've got. Yeah, if you're not sure, you could uninstall that and install this one. Now after that, you need to get the download the BAS Off accounting software. So on the website, there's a link here to download. Yeah, and BAS Off just says coming soon at this stage, so it's really new. I'm updating the website now, and we've got a Windows installer, so right click and save target as, and then you can run it. So I've already saved it, and that is this file here, so I'll just double click on it and just accept the default location. And that's it. So once you've done that, it gives you this icon here, which has got a big B on it for BAS Off, and you just double click on it and it should start up. There we go. So it does a version check when it starts to see that you're on the current version. If you're on an old version, you might be prompted to download and upgrade, and the software actually will self-upgrade there. Now, this is displaying it in one column. If I've got the font sort of expanded, if I shrink the font back down, it will go back to the 2-column layout, which is probably the preferred layout. Over here, you just one thing to note here, it says free accounting software identity. So free accounting software is a desktop software that uses this free accounting software identity file, and BAS Off is actually using the same free accounting software identity file. So if you've been using free accounting software desktop, you won't need to do this because you've already got an identity file, and that identity file can be reused with BAS Off. So you can just type your name and a password, alright, and then create BAS identity. So once you've done that, then you get prompted to create a new business, and you fill that in and then continue on with using the software. That's not what this video is about. This video is just about how to install it. So I will just close that. Okay, now I guess I can show you another couple things about where it's installed. It's in C. It installs it on a per user basis. So it's in C drive users under your username. And that point, the folder that it's in is actually a hidden folder. I found the best way to get into it, because I know the name of the folder, is just to click up in this bar here and then just type in the name of that folder, which is appdata, appdata, and hit enter, and takes me in. Click on roaming and BAS identity. Now in there it's actually installed an actual uninstall script as well. So if you wanted to remove it, you could do that as well. Now what else is important here is the location of, let's say, the Java software. So the other software we've installed is the Java software, and that's in C, program files, BellSoft, not quite sure how you say that, Liberica, JRE, and then the bin folder, and the program that's it's using there is called Java W. Okay, so so that's where the Java is installed. So to make this kind of work, Java really should be on the search path for the software. So the installer has done all this automatically, and I'm just showing you now the some of the setup, because sometimes things don't go exactly as planned. So under the Advanced tab, Environment Variables, we've got this path variable, and edit that. The first thing on the search path is this BellSoft Liberica JRE. So that is when you try to execute a program, that is search to see if there is a program in there. Okay, so sometimes that might not actually get added for some strange reason, and that's kind of a problem that people have. And you know, if that is not added, like let's say I just delete it, you can actually put a new one and browse, and then go and find that folder and add it in, and just OK that, and OK that, and then it should still work. Okay, another thing is it seems that people get in a little bit of difficulty when they try to install the BAS Off software before they've installed Java in any form. So so let's say I was to delete this. In fact, see if I can get it to uninstall it again. Remove. I have to duck into the control panel again to remove that environment variable. So it looks like, oh, see if it's still there. Yeah, it's still there. Just delete that. And we want to remove BAS Off as well, so that we can try to recreate the kind of difficulty that some users get into and find a solution. Do this uninstall script. Yeah, we'll remove it. In fact, we're just going to delete this entire folder. Okay, now let's see what happens if I run the setup for BAS Off before I've got Java installed. It hasn't really got much smarts to this installer that it checks if Java's installed. That would be nice, but it doesn't even check. Okay, so the user thought they had Java installed, but they didn't. They double click on this and it goes, it's searching for Java W. Right, well, there isn't even a Java W program on the computer here, so I'll just cancel that. In the properties, let's see what it's doing. So it's got this C users desktop Java W. It's a bit of an odd location that it's trying to find, or path for Java W. So now I'll realize, the user realizes, hey, I haven't got Java installed, let me just install that. So they go and install it. Alright, well that seems to be done, so let's see what happens when I double click on this. Alright, it still can't find it, and this is where people get confused. So let's try something here. Just go into the properties. Now the target is the one you want, so there's a few tabs here. This is on the shortcut tab, so we go there. Java W is just not on your desktop, so let's just delete that all out and leave it like this. Hopefully Windows will search the environment path variable and find Java W. Hopefully BAS Off will have set up that path variable for us. So we just hit OK and double click on it again, see what happens. Right, there we go. So look, a couple tips there for how to get around some difficulties, I suppose, with the install. But if you use that setup basoff.exe script, it's pretty easy to get it installed. So I hope this video has been useful to you, and thanks for watching.